Hello everybody and welcome back! It's finally Doctor Who time! We're gonna watch Classic Who Season 1 Episode 27, The Aztecs, The Temple of Evil. Ooh, the Aztecas are evil, huh? The little box. I love Classic Who. Gosh, the special effects. I've heard people complain about the special effects of Eccleston season, and I'm like, those are actually good. Why can't you just take us home?
Yeah, that was one of my specialities, Susan.
So are we back in 1963?
The other side was highly civilized.
Well, the Spanish didn't think so.
Oh, they only saw the acts of sacrifice. That was the tragedy of the Aztecs. The good
That
as
was
well
the
as
tragedy
the
of the fucking Christianism.
1520, didn't he?
I mean, I'm completely okay that we have now, you know, technology and shit. Not that we wouldn't have reached this point if we didn't get invaded and, you know, controlled by the Spanish people. But I really wonder what my culture would be like if we wouldn't have been invaded. Obviously, I'm not Mexican, but tribes. They weren't really divided by countries like now. So I just wonder. I want to go visit the tribes that we have left, which are dying. But there are plenty of cannibals still. And that's scary. I understand that this was 1963, but couldn't they pick like actual Mexicans or people that at least looked a little bit native?
The door!
Good night, you're gonna be eaten.
Go now with these attendants, and
I love
soon
the hair.
you shall meet the one who wears them.
When does it rain?
This day, when the sun
Shivalva! Is he the equivalent of the...
That moment,
I don't remember his name.
a vision is with
I
us
love
and
The
shall
Road to
stand
El
before
Dorado.
them. And
One of my
I, in
favorite movies.
supplication,
I worship the same God as you.
for this he demands blood.
Natives used to worship a bunch of gods.
Well, they treated us all right so far.
The god of the
The
sun,
Aztecs
and the god of
always
the
showed
river,
the
and the god of the...
utmost courtesy
It
towards
wasn't
their
just
intended
one.
victims. If the Aztecs decide you're not what you're supposed to be, then we shall all die.
Shivalva!
Great.
This I wish that we may be your eyes and ears among the people, to do our best
I'd be scared,
and serve
though.
in all our...
The attacks are
Would it not be better if one led
I
up
legit feel like I'm watching El
Young
Camino
man.
hacia El Dorado.
This city has been granted a great blessing. And what have we done to show our gratitude? A meager celebration. The gods deserve a proper tribute!
your rival to command?
Oh my god. He gonna die. This choreography giving me life.
For one day, all men
Look
shall
at
fear
the
Ixta,
man in the
the
back.
Aztec commander who
Ew.
killed the chosen servant.
He is scary.
And now I beg permission to depart.
Of course.
Doctor. Flirty time.
But don't interfere. Otherwise, there's no buts about
Do
it.
not interfere.
Human sac. Don't interfere. Now promise me, please, promise.
I know that's very inhuman, but those were the rules. The worst part is many religions sacrifice animals, and people, I think they still do, right? In I guess some ramifications of witchcraft, animal sacrifice, and nobody thinks that's horrible. I do. I think that's fucking terrible.
I must talk to Yataka.
But what human sacrifice another life that should be exactly the same as this other life?
What is it? What's happened?
Treated exactly the same?
Today at the
Ooh.
vein ceremony.
No way! I
No,
feel like all
Barbara. Ian
life
agrees with Scott
should
to
be
escort the
respected.
victim to the altar.
And I forbid it.
Barbara, no.
Stop!
This is not a proper tribute.
You do not want the tribute.
No. We want tribute. It's just that, Tulio, tell him. The stars are not in position for this tribute.
There'll be no sacrifice this afternoon, Doctor. Or ever again.
Your own.
The reincarnation
Honey,
of
your own.
Yetaxa.
Barbara, no.
It's no good, Doctor. My mind's made up. This is the beginning of the end of the sun god.
What are you talking about? Barbara, one
It
last
is what it
appeal.
is.
What you are trying to do is utterly impossible.
Our heads are gonna roll.
Not Barbara. Yetaxa.
So she's believing she's a god. Okay.
How can I see what's going on?
You must stay here, child. You must.
Oh, he's protecting her. That's cute. I miss my
A vision
grandpa.
has come.
Hello, I'm your goddess.
I, Krazoxel, high priest of sacrifice,
The dawning of a new age demands sacrifice.
Is he gonna jump off? Shut up! Oh my god! He died anyways. Uh-huh.
does Yetaxa speak with the voice of the gods or as the protector of a handmaiden?
As a god.
Then let the brave handmaiden be punished. This is a false goddess!
It is definitely just like El Camino hacia el Dorado, and I love it. Miguel y Tulio. Tulio y Miguel. I know. Civilized. Countries, cities, civilizations came to us and saw that we were all savages that ate each other and sacrificed people and lived in trees and rocks and you know, I know they all thought, you know what, these people need an actual leader that can show them that it can be better. I guess it wasn't with bad intention, you know. Oh, you believe in multiple gods? No, that's savage. There is only one god, and I'm gonna take your tongue out, kill you, cut your hands off, burn you at the stake, etc., 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 until you all convert to my one true and only religion. Pretty sure it wasn't with a bad intention, but I do wonder what our culture would be like if we wouldn't have been invaded. Venezuela, my country, and I think the whole, like Venezuela, Colombia, Bolivia, a bunch of countries that are now countries used to be just one giant country. And before that, we didn't, like, our tribes were just all over. We didn't have nothing dividing us, and then invasion, and then oh look, I discovered the land where you've been living in for a long ass time, but I discovered it, so I'ma bring all of the murderers and killers and thieves that were meant to be executed. I'm gonna send them in a ship and see if they survive, because their lives don't really matter. So I'm gonna see if they survive getting into new land, into the new world, and if they do, we're gonna get there and invade everything, cause it's ours now. So all we got was thieves, murderers, killers, sadistic people, evil people, because they did survive the travel. Our cultures, our customs just ripped out of our brains, because that's a savage way to live. You should not live like that. Cool, great, okay, teach me the ways. And then one awful day, Simon Bolivar decided to free the countries, to divide the continent. You know what? We shouldn't be one big ass country. No, we should be multiple little countries, and let us all get together. Who's gonna be president of who? I'm gonna take this one, and you're gonna take that one, and we're gonna. And now we're in the mess we are. I do wonder. I know at least my natives, we didn't have like civilizations like the Aztecs did, or the Machu Picchu, or anything like that. We were lazy as fuck. Some of us were also nomads, like, well, if food ran out here, I'm gonna go there because there's food there, and when food runs out there, I'm gonna go there because there's food there, you know? We were lazy, but I still wonder, you know, what we would be like. Probably still the same. There are a bunch of tribes that are still like living in trees and shit like that. Like, they refused the change. And I honestly don't blame them. How could I? I mean, having people force you into believing something else and like changing your whole way of living, I don't know. I don't think it's something I could do. So I don't blame them. And a bunch of I think you can't call them Indians anymore. We still call them indios in Spanish. So a bunch of indios from tribes and everything have died because of the country situation. It affects them, obviously, because they live here. Some of them, when was it? A few years ago. I think the military killed a few of them, and they like went into a fucking rage, and basically war started, but like they were with arrows and bows, and the militaries were with guns and real ass bullets, so it wasn't that great. And I think a few years before that, all of the indios that remain are in the lower part of the country, like to the Amazonas and stuff, like near Roraima, which is the mountain that in Up, the movie, I think it's a Disney Pixar movie, the mountain where Ellie wants to move to is Roraima. It's here in Venezuela. So all of the indios, natives that remain live like down there to the savannah and like near Brazil. They walked all the way from there to the district capital. Is that how you say it? They wanted, they wanted human rights, I guess. They wanted to go against the government. They were protesting because they were dying. Like, no money, no food, no nothing. Yeah, they hunt and shit, but like this situation affects every single person living in this fucking piece of land. So they walked all the way over there because, oh my god, yes, I remember. Because we had a political leader, I guess, that was with the opposition, with the opposite side of the government, like against the government. And he asked all of us to go out, take the streets, to show the world that we did not want this government. And we did. And even the Indians, they walked. They did not take a fucking bus or a horse or a fucking nothing. They walked. There were pictures and videos of them just walking. It was days, y'all. It was days. Because going there in a car without stopping, it's like, it's not that big. Venezuela's not that big. Fuck. Oh, my groceries are here, so I gotta wrap this up. They walked. There were videos, there were everything. And nothing happened. Okay, they walked all the way over there with the hope that we were gonna get rid of this government. The whole world saw that we weren't like happy with this government, and absolutely fucking nothing happened. I felt so bad for them. They walked. I'm telling you, some of them didn't even have a piece of leather covering their feet. They walked They ruined their feet. They hurt themselves walking all the way over there in a car. Going there, it's like 20 hours without stopping. So can you imagine just walking? It was days. I don't even... Nothing happened. I felt so bad for them. I really did. And I do want to go to some tribes and see how they live. I do want that. But there are some that are still dangerous and like eat people. And that's very, very scary. If you get lost, you know, like if you find one of these tribes, like it's scary. I can't help but feel they're kind of making fun of the Aztecs.
Well, you...
Couldn't stand by and watch that man being sacrificed.
Do you think we felt any
He
different
died
then?
anyways.
Then what?
Just didn't think about it.
No, that's just it. You didn't think.
I'm with the doctor here. Yes, terrible, terrible. Human sacrifice, fucking ill. I would not want to witness that. But girl, if you don't wanna be the sacrifice, shut the fuck up.
Now it's up.
I proclaim myself only to my gods. Let
And
the
you are
old man
not
go
one.
down to the garden.
This is all I need. To win a victory with your thumb needs magic.
What weakness have I that is vulnerable to your thumb?
You'll be surprised.
Witchcraft! Ah!
There is a
He's like,
When he wakes up.
Your heart is young. True, Doctor.
which one? Oh, he's so adorable. I love him. I look at his face.
You have studied the code of the good housewife?
I have.
I will hear it.
Keep clean your pot and stew pan. Do not spend recklessly.
I don't think these were the beliefs of the natives, though. At
You will
all.
never ever. You keep your eyes fixed on the person you're being introduced to. Unless you're meeting your
one
future
thing
husband
that
for the first time, then you keep your eyes
my
downcast.
uncle used to tell me
Well, how
about
I
the
know?
natives here was
Well, then
that
used to be
the
my future
men
husband.
You'll be told.
were the most
Told?
lazy
I'm not going to be told who to marry.
What say have
and
you
the
in
women
letter?
were the ones
Was
doing
my
the hard
life-
work.
I'll spend
The older servant of your taxa.
Older. He had to, emphasize older.
Yes, I think a little horticulture might go a long way. He shall die.
With the help of the older servant.
Your civilization will pass forever from the land.
You prophesy our doom.
I thank you.
Coño
Go
la
ahead, gentlemen.
madre.
Doctor, and he's fighting Ian.
Ixta! Ixta! I must warn Ian!
Where's the thing?
Here, don't let him scratch you! What?
That's a little more than just a scratch.
Oh, Doc, stop this!
No, let it continue.
Poke him in the eyes.
If you are your taxa, save him.
The worst part is Ian got scratched because the doctor grabbed him and was like, don't let him scratch him. And of course he was confused by this. He was like, what? And then he got scratched, which was not just a scratch. Did you see that shit? Ow. Anyways, thank you for watching this episodes with me, and I will see you in my next video.
I am Peter Pan, I'll never be a man if you never wanna grow. Take my hand, I'll take you to Neverland.